Alright, what is going on, my fellow Marvel Rivals gamers? It's your boy, Coach Apxche, and today will be the first episode of my coaching content for this game, right? So, if this is content you enjoy, if you'd like to get better, or if you would like to be featured on an episode, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment down below, let me know, give me a match ID, and we'll get to work, right? So, alright, so this is how it's going to look. Right, you got a high ground here. All this stuff kind of changes. So we really want to just focus on here, high ground, and here. If I'm you, I don't want to be anywhere near a ledge against a Magneto. Right, you can get knocked off, or most tanks can kind of like boop you, and not most tanks, but you can get booped in a couple ways. So maybe not playing near this. So I'd say playing about here is a good spot. And then if your Penny wants to like play height, that's cool, or vice versa. If your Penny wants to play here and you want to play height, so that you can maybe shield for like your backline DPS so he can get angles into the back, that works too, right? But you need to either be probably here or here. I'd probably prefer being on the off lane, just due to the fact that I'll be able to enable my team more and have them get off angles, as well as enable them to get shots into the side of tanks, right? But regardless, yeah. So, but if you are here, tanks fighting up mid, you can kind of just ignore them, play the natural cover, shoot into their back, yada yada yada. But what I don't want to see you do is I don't want to see you, which you do end up doing, but I don't want to see you just hyper focus the tank and put your back to that backline, right? Coming out here. So at this point in time, like the beauty of this game is you have no idea what you're playing against. You can only make assumptions, right? So with that being said, these first couple seconds are going to be figuring out what they're running, right? Looking around, making sure you're getting information. Don't just shoot at mid and hyper focus mid. Keep your head on a swivel, figure out what you're playing against, because the last thing you want to do is to run up mid and then have everybody just run past you into your backline, and now your backline's explodes, right? So this is the feel out. CC Mag saw a Punisher, cool beans. Don't have the contest just yet because it's not on. This is good. What I would like to see a little bit more is, I would say, just weave in shields as you're throwing shots. Yeah, you're giving your supports something to do, but at the same time, if you can reduce how much you're being healed, you're allowing other teammates to be healed, you're taking less resources, right? As a tank, you don't want to just suck up all the resources. It's very easy to do that. So use natural cover, shoot. If you're going to peek, shoot, shield back into natural cover, peek again, shoot, shield back in. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, we don't need to be walking up too much here. Getting into this corner could be nice, because then you can fight things as they walk out and you can shoot them in the back. But right there, you see, like, as they're focusing you, play your natural cover, nice. Area is yours to capture now. So now this can be captured. You don't have to get on it immediately. You just have to stop them from capturing it, right? So you have this whole meter, so don't feel rushed to hop on immediately, as long as you don't let them capture it. Yeah, it sucks letting them get the whole capture point. Your team might stress, so maybe you don't let it get all the way, maybe you let it get half, but just chill, right? You're not forcing anything at the moment. Remember, head on a swivel. Every time you shoot, there's like you can't instantly fire, right? So shoot, look around, right? As of right now, your body's to the right. You don't know what's going on over there. You don't know who's looking at you. Like, this can be very dangerous, right? You don't want to be doing this, at least not for too long. You can shoot, look, shoot, look, shoot, look. So basically, shoot, shield, shoot, shield, shoot, shield. Not only you're blocking damage, but you're giving yourself information. And then you're like walking to the center of the point to get this melee. Like, why? In what world is it getting that melee important? Right? This guy is getting farmed right now, but you're also allowing them to like kind of even out the trade, and you don't want to do that. We've already had the discussion. You don't want to full out just like take out him, because look, boom, now you're both getting blown up. And now you know your Penny has the contest, so you don't really have to hard play it now. So you could take even, you know, harder right angles. This, brother, like this, like that, this is bad. Why are you turning? You have no idea what's going on here. You're fully relying on your team to do everything. You could quite literally just get blown up here. They're not exposed to nobody. Like he's a bad. Their tank is bad. A better tank is gonna abuse the fact that you're doing too much.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
By the eye of Agamotto! Of course you needed help.
Double KO.
Good ult.
Good medicine.
Lost a teammate here, so now this is where you need to start thinking, right? You have 80%. You already lost somebody. You technically lost the fight. Can you use ults and try to win the fight? Yes, but you really don't want to use ults to regain an advantage, right? You want to use it to gain an advantage, or like, no, you don't want to use an ult to make up for a disadvantage. You want to use it to just gain an advantage outright, right? Because if you're using an ult to equalize, it's just not as good as using it proactively. So, with you losing his teammate here, if I were you, I'd back up. I'd like barely contest the point on our side, try to get as much percent as I can, and then when I'm done, I can like back off, live, you know, and then I can use my TP to either set up an angle for my DPS in a weird angle so where he can shoot into the back line, or I could use it to get my team back in faster, right, depending on how many we lose. But as of right now, I'm backing up. Now you die. So at least, yeah, you die. And like, would you have made it out? I don't know. But like, if you run straight backwards, but if you're hearing those ults pop, like you can levitate up. Okay, and then okay, I'm getting out. Not winnable, right? And just rotate out. Right? And then if they don't chase you, you're chilling here, you could put a port down for your team to come back, right? And then bam. But, you know, even though it's fine that they're committing so much to win this fight, it's like you could have lived. And sometimes like that's, you know, like in the long run that's better, because against better players they're not going to use as much. They're going to use 1-0 and just beat you with 1-0. Especially if they're getting a pick right away. So 94%. Right? You're respawning, you're portaling. This portal's gonna help your one player get back, so I'm cool with this. Right, it's gonna help both your supports get back. I would just hold on to it for a bit, let them kind of respawn, so if they don't, you know, miss it. And I would just put it. Okay, you put it in their back, and you solo. Okay, so here's, you put it in their back, and you went through, and you allow your Salok to go through. But I would have held it a little bit longer, because you're still down a player. You're still down a player. So starting an engagement here is a little rough.
Our enemies are near. Here's how you shoot.
I am ready to put on a show.
The beacon is swept away.
Like, so you don't. Why do you need to run into the middle of them? Just stay away from them and shoot them. You don't need to run into them like that. You could have already been over there, and they could have walked into you when that ult was dead, and then you explode.
One couldn't win without the other. They've got the numbers.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Yeah, team lost the fight. It's gotta reset here. Die quickly, because even if you're on point, it doesn't matter. The tick's gonna go up.
Hands are shaking again. Focus. Welcome to the Dark Force dimension. Judge.
So we're down a player. They're popping an ult. What would that signify to you? In my head, the fight's done. I'm not doing anything more than popping some shots to get, you know, charge. I'm not going any farther than this.
Is real firepower.
Right here, I'm just protecting my support.
Out, dark magic.
There we
Yeah, I would have just like escorted my support or paid more attention to my support because you don't know where Salak's went.
You still got a chance. Another soul. You have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Revive.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Double KO.
Nice, good nice little double kill.
That's 3. Control C's.
Out, dark magic.
So that wasn't a terrible round. I want to say the things that we should definitely think about the most are going to be just your shield is really good at enabling. Your portal is insane for retakes and it's good for fast rollouts, right? Getting in positions you want to be in, right? And your ultimate is really good for just winning team fights, right? It's yeah, like whether you're hitting it or the threat of it or canceling another ult, like your ultimate ability is pretty good, right? When I watch you play Strange, you're not doing enough enabling. You're not even using your shield enough, in my opinion, right? And then when we're looking at portals, right, there was times where you could have used your portal earlier and maybe you would have got another portal or two out in your game. I don't know, maybe not, but like just I feel like you're saving the portal for the most optimal play when sometimes you just use it to take faster fights, right? And then when it comes to your ultimate, I think you use your ultimate in a decent way. I definitely feel like you could have countered some ults, things like that. Did you need to? Probably not. But if we think about ults you can counter Magneto ult. You can counter, if they rocket ult, you can, what's it called, pop your ult, right? Or if they're going to aggressively walk forward with like Luna ult, you can wait till that's done and you can pop your ult. But for the most part, these are like 2 ults that you can basically counter in a sense, right? Because if they can't shoot, that ult does nothing, right? But yeah. With that being said, for the next time that I review your game, I think the thing I want to see the most is definitely more enabling with your shield and more portal usages and good portal usages, right? It shouldn't always be to jump on somebody, you know, it shouldn't always only be when the round starts. You can use it mid-fight, right? If you guys don't have the capability to rotate to this thing, if it's too dangerous and you can't show, there's no way you can show the cross portal, right? Like just find more creative ways, or not even creative, but just more just versatile and useful ways to use it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think definitely was a winnable game, and you definitely can definitely could have played better for sure. But with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this coaching session where we went over a few things and talked about some things that you can work on better. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to go in a little bit more depth, so that we can explain more so of positioning, where certain players should be, yada yada yada, to give you even a little bit more value. But for this one, definitely ability usage and I guess positioning was definitely probably the most important thing. But yeah, hope you guys have a great morning, night, day, wherever you may be in the world, and peace. Take care.